In 2011, a fisherman in Brazil saved a dying penguin's life. What happened next every single year for over a decade has left scientists without a complete explanation. His name is João Pereira de Souza, a 71-year-old part-time fisherman living on a small island called Ilha Grande off the coast of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. A simple life, until the morning he walked the shoreline and found something he wasn't expecting. A Magellanic penguin lying on the rocks, covered in oil, barely breathing, too weak to lift his head. For days he cleaned the oil from the penguin's feathers by hand. He fed him fresh fish on the beach every single day. He named him Dindim, and when Dindim was finally strong enough, João carried him to his boat, took him out to a nearby island, and released him into the water. That was supposed to be the end. He watched Dindim waddle into the waves. He turned his boat around and headed home. By the time he got there, Dindim was already in his backyard. The penguin had swum back the same day. He stayed. For 11 months, Dindim lived in João's yard, eating sardines, growing new feathers, following João around the property like a shadow. Then one morning, he was gone. João had no way of knowing if he would ever see him again. No way of knowing if the little penguin he had pulled back from the edge of death had simply moved on. He had not moved on. A few months later, João heard a sound in his yard, a familiar squawk. Dindim was standing there, healthy, full-feathered, looking up at him. He had come back, and he has come back every single year since, without fail, without being called, without any explanation. João could have imagined that morning he sat down beside a dying bird on a rocky shoreline. Scientists tracked Dindim's movements and pieced together what they believe is happening. Each year, Dindim leaves Ilha Grande and swims to the breeding colonies of Magellanic penguins off the coasts of Argentina and Chile, a journey of over 5,000 miles through open ocean. He finds a mate, he breeds, he raises his young, then he turns around and swims 5,000 miles back. Not to just any beach, but to one specific backyard on one specific island in Brazil, to one specific man who once chose to sit down on a rocky shoreline instead of walk past. Dindim does not allow anyone else to touch him, only João. When journalists asked João how he feels about Dindim, he did not search for the right words. He said, "He is like my own child, and watching them together, it is impossible to argue with that."